Welcome to Low-Carb Movie Plots, where we break down movie plots into a three-act structure: the setup, the confrontation, and the resolution. I'm your host Kazurk, and today we're covering Double Impact. Double Impact was the first double role Van Damme took, and the assumption was two Van Dammes would have a double impact. And although the two characters are fun to watch together in an action-packed plot that does hold up, it starts to drag about halfway through. But if you're a Van Damme fan, you should have this on your watch list. Okay, now to the plot. In 1966, business partners Paul and Nigel opened the Hong Kong Victorian Harbour Tunnel. Paul attends with his wife and their twin infant sons, Chad and Alex. After the celebration, the families followed home by their bodyguard Frank. A triad hit squad attacks them, leading to a shootout in which Paul is killed. Paul's wife begs the triads to spare the twins, but is killed by Moon, the top henchman. Their maid is able to escape with Alex, and Frank eventually saves Chad. The maid leaves Alex at a Hong Kong orphanage, and Frank raises Chad in France. 25 years later, Chad and Frank are running a successful martial arts dojo in Los Angeles, when Frank reveals a new business for the two of them in Hong Kong. Frank actually tells him the truth about his past, but Chad doesn't believe him. Chad eventually agrees to go to Hong Kong. The two go back to a mahjong parlor, and a woman mistakes Chad for Alex, takes him to Alex's room. When Alex arrives, he knocks out Chad for being with his girlfriend Danielle. You might think Alex was overreacting, but look at it from his point of view. He walked in and his girlfriend had her hands down Chad's pants. How would you react? Frank tells them they are brothers, and they need to join together to take down Griffin and get their part of the royalties from the tunnel. But Chad and Alex initially don't like each other, but within seconds they join forces. Alex takes them out on a mission to sell smuggled Mercedes and cigarettes to some Chinese buyers, but the Hong Kong police arrive and Chad dumps the cars to escape the cops faster. Back in Hong Kong, some thugs kidnap and beat up Chad, mistaking him for Alex, when he refuses to work for their leader, Raymond Zhang. Danielle, who works for Griffith, begins to check his private files for information, but she's being watched closely by Griffith's bodyguard Kara. Alex takes Chad and Frank to an abandoned hotel on an island to conduct their operations. With intelligence from Danielle, they attack a drug operation and blow it up. Next, they attack a club frequented by Zhang by pretending to bring him cognac smuggled from France, which is actually just crates of bombs, but it fails to kill Zhang. Danielle continues to search for information but is caught and sexually molested by Kara. Danielle later calls the hideout, revealing that she's found something, but her phone is tapped by Griffin. Unable to find Alex and Frank, who are out gathering wood, Chad takes the boat to rescue Danielle by himself. However, Chad becomes paranoid and begins drinking heavily while imagining Chad and Danielle having sex. Chad brings Danielle to the hotel, but Kara follows them in a helicopter and discovers their hideout. When they enter, Alex attacks Chad in a drunken rage before the brothers angrily part ways for the night. The next morning, Chad and Alex awaken to see a triad landing on the beach, and although they kill several, Frank and Danielle are captured. They capture one triad, who reveals that Frank and Danielle have been taken to Zhang's boat on the pier. Chad and Alex board and fight their way through the ship. Chad kills Moon, and he and Alex rescue Frank and Danielle. Afterwards, the brothers split up. Chad pursues Griffith, and Alex chases Zhang. Alex eventually kills Zhang when he falls to his death from the top of a crane. Chad and Danielle are chased through a maze of shipping containers until Griffith threatens to crush Chad with a forklift holding a container. Chad jumps into the water, sneaks around to the forklift, and drops the container on top of Griffith, killing him. Alex, Chad, Danielle, and Frank reunite after the ordeal and appear to have set aside their differences. I'm assuming that now they get their royalties from the tunnel and are living happily ever after. About the film. Double Impact is a 1991 American action film written and directed by Sheldon Lettich, and written, produced, and starring Jean-Claude van Damme as Chad and Alex Wagner. The film marks Van Damme's third collaboration with director Sheldon Lettich from Bloodsport and Lionheart. I'm for sure covering these movies. Here is a breakdown on the plot structure. In Act 1, the setup. Chad and Alex get separated after their parents are murdered by Zhang and Griffith over tunnel royalties. 25 years later, Frank reunites the twins to get revenge. In Act 2, the confrontation. the twins along with Frank and Danielle start sabotaging Zhang's drug business on their revenge path. In Act 3, The Resolution, Chad and Alex kill Zhang and Griffith, making everything alright again. I give this movie a 3 out of 5 stars. The storyline's simple, gets a little sloppy halfway through, but doubling the Van Damme makes up for it. I'd watch it again. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you next time.